To answer this question, we need to work out how much compound interest would be earned on $5,000 invested at 6% for 7 years. And to do that, we've been given the formula for compound interest. Now the formula can look a bit complicated, but it's like any other maths formula. All you have to do is fill in the values and then evaluate what you find. So let's start by doing that. The first number we need to fill in is P for principal, or the amount of money that gets invested or borrowed. In this question, that's $5,000. So we can put 5,000 in our first 4 answer boxes. Then we need to keep filling in the formula by putting 1 plus in the next 2 answer boxes. So with the compound interest formula, it doesn't matter how much money you're investing or how long for it at what interest rate, that 1 plus always stays the same. Next we need to put in our interest rate, which is 6%, which is the same as 6 over 100. So we can put 6 in the interest rate box over 100. Then all we need to do is fill in the number of years that's going to be invested for. In this question, that's 7 years, so we can swap to the second tab and put a 7 in the small grey answer box outside the brackets. So now we've filled in our formula, we need to evaluate the answer. To do that, we can use the calculator. So the first part that we need to evaluate, according to BODMAS or PEMDAS or whatever order of operations reminder you use, is the stuff inside the brackets or the parentheses. So what we need to do in there is add 6/100ths to 1. So if we put that in our calculator, 1 plus 6 divided by 100, because with a fraction, this number between the numerator and denominator means divided by, so this is 6 divided by 100. That will give us the value inside the brackets, 1.06. Our next step is to raise that to the power of 7, so we'll use our x to y button and find out that 1.06 to the power of 7 is this rather long decimal number. So the final thing we have to do is take that answer and multiply it by 5,000. So we can put in a multiplication symbol and 5,000 to get the final answer of $7,518 and a little bit. So we need to round this to 2 decimal places because we need to round it to the number of cents. So if we look at the third decimal place, we can see that it's a 1, which means we should leave the second decimal place as it is. So our final answer will be $7,518.15. So let's put that into the answer boxes. Okay, so you might be wondering at this point, hey, haven't we finished? What are the rest of these answer boxes for? The interesting thing about the compound interest formula is that it doesn't calculate how much interest you earn, but how much money you end up with at the end of the investment. So we haven't earned $7,518 worth of interest. We've started out with $5,000 and ended up with this amount. So to find out the amount of interest we've earned, we need to take our original principal away from this result. So if we put $7,518.15 into our answer boxes, then take away our original principal of $5,000, that will give us the final answer of $2,518.15.